That's right, my darlings. Today we're gonna talk Wonga. Like, give me that dough. Give me the creditos, guys. Give it to me, she seems to be saying with her hands. Oh, so sexy. This is a limbo animation upon our beautiful Cora. Isn't she gorgeous? Anyway, my darlings, if you are just starting out in the game, you may be wondering how the hell you're going to get the creditos. Well, today I'm just going to show you briefly the Cobra defense on Earth, because that is, before she spins and twirls and dazzles you with her beauty, that is because that's accessible pretty much to every new player. Earth nodes are quite easy to work your way through. Cobra's over here. The reason we're heading there is because it's a dark sector mission, and dark sector missions give you bonuses. On this one, it's today a plus 15% resource drop chance, plus you get extra affinity from kills and extra affinity from melee kills, and that just helps you rank up your affinity quicker. Also, you don't need a special loot goblin-y. All you need to know is that you need to be earning credits. This little symbol here is credits, and you just need to be earning that. Okay, so when you're new to the game, there's so much stuff that you need, but two of the things you definitely want are credits and endo. I would say probably credits are more important at the very beginning, because with the credits you need credits to buy all of the stuff that you're going to build, and then you need to spend money building it. So everything that you build in your foundry costs creditos. When you start stacking up your mods, you only really need one or two of each mod. So one unranked, I always keep two minimum, one unranked and one fully ranked, or a third one in between, you know, so you can fit it into your new builds. These are mods that you'll start using regularly, and you'll, as you go through the game, you'll start to figure out which ones you like and which ones you don't. I always advise keeping at least one of each mod, just in cases, you know, just in cases. As you can see on the top left, it's got a number, that's 4. I've got 4 of those mods. Okay, if I had a ranked up one, it would be a separate entity to this stack. These mods I can sell. Now I can decide what I want to sell them for. Do I want to sell them for credits? You get a lot of credits for your mods. You don't get as much endo. As you can see, we're getting 2,000 credits for selling 2 mods, whereas we'll only get 30 endo. However, that soon stacks up, so you've kind of got to pick your battles when you're selling spare mods, but you will collect mods as you go through the game. I don't know if you know this, but the first mission of your day, so the first time you log in after your 24-hour reset, wherever you are in the world, your first mission that you play will, I think, double up your credit. So we're going to do that right now, and when you're new to the game, you want to go dark sector if you can. I would recommend working your way towards the junctions, because you get 5,000 credits for that junction and you get 15,000 credits for that junction. So just by reaching the junctions and doing the junction fights, you'll get 20,000 credits. So if you can work your way to this defense, it's 15% resource drop chance, okay, and 12% affinity. So the affinity is important because it helps you rank up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this little mission, the first mission of my day, and we're going to see how many credits I have, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do some more.
A few moments later.
Okay, my darling, so I did 10 minutes and we got 95 endo, but look, we got a credit reward 27,000 and then mission credits 6,895. Now that is quite a good amount for a very basic defense on Earth. I'm going to run it again. I did 2 rounds, so I'm going to do that again. I've now lost my first mission of the day bonus, so this should be a bit less, let's say. That's really interesting. Venk, the mastery rank 2 in this mission, just asked, how do I progress in this game? And myself and the other people were saying the same thing. Level frames and weapons for mastery rank. And do the quests. Anyway, let's not get distracted. So as you can see, we've immediately earned less. So as you can see, it's worth choosing wisely that first mission. Now that was an Earth mission, so everyone should have access to that when they first start the game. However, as you progress through the star chart, I think it would be, once I'd open Ceres, this would be the place I would come, because you get a 35% resource drop chance, which is very good. It's a survival, so it's like a no-brainer. The other thing to note are credit boosters. There are all sorts of boosters in the game, but because we're talking credits, let's talk credits. You can buy boosters for platinum from the market in your orbiter, or you can come to a relay. I've come to Strata because that's on Earth, and receive these blessings. As you can see, we got a resource drop chance blessing as soon as we turned up. Now, these are given by Mastery 30 and above players only at that font as you came in here, and they can give affinity, credit, etc., etc. They last for 3 hours. and they can come in very useful. So I'm going to show you first mission of the day, Cobra Defense, 2 rounds with a credit blessing at some point in this video, so stick around. So the time has come, 24 hours has rolled around, and I'm now going to go and do my first mission of the day, but this time with Necros Prime to be precise. So if you don't know where to find Necros, original Necros, if you can't get hold of Necros Prime, I believe he's vaulted. Original Necros is available in the game at, if you unlock it, Deimos. The Magnesidium, which is the Lephantis boss fight. So Lephantis will not drop the Necros main blueprint. You will be expected to purchase it here for 100,000 credits. That's one of the most expensive Warframe blueprints. Doesn't he look pretty? We love a bit of Necros. Right, so the other thing to know about Necros is his third ability, obviously, Desecrate. This basically pops enemies and they drop extra loot, potentially. Forces fallen enemies around you to drop additional loot. So if you combine slash damage weapons with Desecrate, you create more enemy parts. And for every part of your enemy, they will potentially drop loot separately. So if you chop their arms off, it sounds disgusting. That will count as 3 parts, but I just wanted to show you, if I can, the look at all the loot. So I'll slash it up, and then like loot pops out of it. I mean, that's health orbs, obvious. So yesterday we got 33,000 for our first mission. Today it's 31,000. Okie dokie. So now we're gonna move on to Hydroid. This is Hydroid Prime. I've done a whole video on where you can get Hydroid on the maps. That's right, Hydroid is a fellow loot goblin. Now his 4th ability at this point does not summon more loot. However, we can get ourselves an augment mod. Oh yes we can, called Pilfering Swarm. So he's not where I kind of want him to be, but he'll do for now. And obviously I had to get that Pilfering Swarm augment mod in. Tentacle Swarm augment. Enemies held by tentacles have 100% now, because I've fused this mod up. Chance additional drop. I'm going to go to Cobra Defense again, and bear in mind I've had to do this day after day to get the first day mission bonus boost to see. It's around 31 to 33 grand each time on Earth, which is not too shabby. Look at my baby, he's so cute. Super cute, look, he's super cute. I guess it's just where you pop the ability. Anyway, I'll bring you back in at the end. I love Hydroid. I've become sort of slightly obsessed with the splishy splashy sound. It's kind of like ASMR. And I'm just like, splishy splashies, yes. Oh. Why did that vault look like Spider-Man then? He had a bit of a Spider-Man vibe going on, did he not? So we got 37,648 credits. Now that's the most I've had for my first daily mission. Also, it's worth keeping an eye on your inventory, because things like the capturer scenes, you only need 1 of them. Some of them are sellable for platinum on the Warframe market, but you can also sell them for credits from your inventory, and sometimes that's actually a Nightwave reward as well. And when you're going through the game, if you end up picking up a ton of these Harrow chassis blueprints, which you will, sell them. You only need 1. And the same with any other Warframe blueprint, you only need 1. Unless you want to, unless you want to build 2, helmet 1 and keep the original, it's up to you. But always double check before you sell something out of your inventory. But you can make credits by selling the spare stuff you don't need, but just double check that you don't need it. I'm going to pop to a relay and give myself a credit boost. Okay, right, so we're going to give a bless. Oh, bless. A little credit blessing. There you go. There's a lovely Hydroid there. That's me. My pleasure, my darlings. Right, and now I'm glowing. I'm glowing with blessings. I love this game. It's just so freaking cool. And now we're going to go to Cobra. I won't bore you with the mission again. I've shown you a tiny bit of footage. I think we've all seen a defense and we all know what it's about. Well, there you go. Okay, so for Cobra, for less than 10 minutes with a credit blessing, and we got almost 50 grand. Now I wasn't running around a huge amount, so there you go, totally worth it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into Gabby with our carrier Prime. So we're going to take Necros because he's a loot booster, and I also need to rank him up still. I don't want to take my beautiful Sonika Kubro. Well, I actually want to take his carrier with the vacuum mod. Or, I mean, you can put this on any robotic companions that hover over your head, essentially. And I'm going to go and do the Gabby. I won't bore you with it again, but I'm going to probably do 2 rounds. Okay, so I'm going to go and shooty bang bang for 10 minutes, and then I'll bring you back after I have desecrated all the bidets, what are lum days.
A few moments later.
Now, this is not the first mission of the day, ergo I got actually less than I got from Koba. And obviously we've been talking kind of beginner level credit earning, but as you move on through the game, you'll find higher credit reward missions, and the Profit Taker on Fortuna is one of them. You have to rank up fully at Fortuna to Old Mate rank 5 before you can open up the back rooms and have access to the Exploiter Orb bounty and the Profit Taker bounties. You can go and do the Exploiter Orb any old time out on all balance, but the Profit Taker requires a little bit of work. And if you play that mission right, or you go out with some experienced people, you can make 250,000 credits in a very short space of time. And let us not forget the other lucrative money-making mission, the Index on Neptune. This is unlocked after you have done the Glassed Gambit quest. Nef Anio opens up the Index. You get the Nidus blueprint too, and you can go and farm Nidus. You basically have to invest money, gamble, to enter either a low, medium, or high-risk mission. It's quite a tough mission if you go solo, but it can be done. I went solo here, and because I had the booster as well, I had the 3-hour credit booster still on, I earned 512,000 credits on 1 round of the Index. It took less than 10 minutes, and it kind of took me about the same time as doing the Profit Taker. That takes me about 8 minutes at the moment. So, I mean, if you're worrying about time, I mean, I don't so much. But yeah, I felt like that was really worth it. So, you know, get that credit blessing and ask someone to take you to the high level Index, or just go and blaze through it yourself, and you will make 500,000 credits in less than 10 minutes. I think that's quite good. So there you go, a little Credito guide, mini guide, starters and more experienced players alike. If you need to grind out some credits, come and find me in game, or come to my Discord and ask for some help. I'm always around, you know, unless I'm editing this stuff together. More than happy to help. In the meantime, guys, I hope you go and make some lucrative missions, and all else failing, just play the game, man, and it'll all come together, I promise you. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. I really do hope to see you again in the next one, no matter what that may be. But in the meantime, you take care now, and goodbye.